Today we're replacing the cam chain tensioner in this R1150 RT. When you first start your oil head and you hear all of that clattering, sounds like the fucking engine's coming apart, that's from the cam chain tensioner. The stock one has a very weak spring in it, and these are both hydraulically charged. So it takes a long time for the stock one to pump up to quiet down. In the meantime, till it's got oil pressure, that whole cam chain rail is just fucking slapping up and down, and that's your noise. You can also break the cam chain rail. This is just plastic. So we have loosened this clamp, loosened the front clamp, take some rubbing alcohol, doesn't matter what kind, fucking vodka works too. We want to slide this whole assembly back. Glad I'm getting this on video. This one's being a frickin' douchebag. Usually these just slide right out. Not today. Where's that screwdriver? This other one loose. I'm just gonna slide the fucking tube back instead. Bungee cord, you can hold that back. There is some flexibility in these plastic fuel lines that go to the injectors. You don't want to fold them in half. You don't want to twist it, but you can certainly pull it back out of the way. Right to here. Dave's going to hook that over there somewhere. So what we're after, the tensioner sits right in here. You can notice the original. You can notice if it's got an original or a replacement right away. The original has a 17mm head, the replacement a 15. I modified a cheap, shitty freaking Craftsman wrench. Notch it here and put a little bit more of a bend to it so that I can get to these a little easier. It's a relatively simple job to change these. You want to have a little magnet, a little telescopic magnet. To retrieve the piston portion. What we're unscrewing here is the cylinder. And we turn, and we turn, and we turn. Because if BMW would have put the fucking right tensioner in the first place, I wouldn't have this issue. That'd be one less thing I'd have to do. I could go riding instead. You push down with your finger, turn with your other finger. If you only have one finger, you're fucked. There really isn't much room to get a thumb in there. And we turn, and we turn, and it's free. Raise the cylinder up, turn it a little bit. Swear at it. Where the fuck is my head? That's what it is. Magnet. Although we don't need it yet, I can't even get this son of a bitch out of here. Let's just be one of those. There we go. Now, as you can see, the spring is here. There's your cylinder. There's your spring. There's the oil. Now you have to get the piston. So, down we go. Clunk. There's your piston. As you see, not much resistance. New one has considerable more tension on it. You can get me a crush seal for that one. One thing you really want to make sure is that this sealing surface is fucking perfectly clean. One little piece of dirt will cause a crush seal to not seal properly, and it will frickin' puke oil all over the place. And you won't find that out until you put this all back together and you start the bike. How do I know? Don't ask. Okay, we have the crush seal on here. Drop that in there. Drop that in after it. Make sure you've got spring tension, so everything's lined up. But again, you want to hold down with your finger, one finger, turn with the other. It's going to be a little bit difficult. If that won't work, you can resort to using a screwdriver in here to hold tension down on the top of the cylinder. The cam chain tensioner cylinder. Not this cylinder. Hold that cylinder down all you want, it ain't gonna do a dick. One fork and screwdriver. Not enough of an angle. Get your 15mm wrench. Let's just be a fucking douchebag today. It's working on this. It's a little awkward with the camera in my way also. No, come on. Ah, you slut. The hardest part of this whole job is just getting this fucker started. Oh, look at that. It's going. Wunderbar. Now, just crank this in. You are obviously not going to get a torque wrench on this. There is obviously no fucking reason to. And if you do need to torque it, you're an overly anal pain in the ass. And you should get a job at BMW. Screw this thing down. I torque just about everything, but there's no fucking reason to for this.